Hey, I am Mo.
And I'm Dina, and welcome to the Modena Show.
And you know what? Yesterday we had a wonderful time.
Oh, Mo, yeah, we did. We was over at the Starmount, had the Ram House Rumble, and if you wasn't there, you missed an awesome show. It was, I don't think pro wrestling has been over at Starmount in a while, and
Now, wait a minute. My senior year, we did have some wrestling over there because I've got it
I
on the
said
senior
recent,
video.
Melissa.
Okay.
You know, we're 2026,
Okay.
and when did you graduate?
92.
Okay.
About 35
I
years
said
ago.
recent, so
Wrestling is wrestling.
yeah.
That kind of wrestling.
So, but Tracy Myers, who graduated with me at Starmount in 1989, he has AML Wrestling, and it's a fast growing company that they're sending people up to the major alliances, even the WWE and stuff. So it was. What's wrong with you, Melissa?
I thought you was to say Major League. Oh my gosh, I gotta go pee.
Lord, you know, I don't know what to say.
I'm gonna pause the video. I thought you were supposed to say the major leagues.
Well, now we're back after the emergency pee break.
Sorry, had the potty.
Was you channeling our inner mama, because you know she was notorious to having to go to the bathroom that. So, but I can't remember what I was even talking about. Talking about the Rumble.
He's talking about the majors.
Yeah, major networks and major alliances, not the major league. I'm like, I don't know what triggered that, but anyway.
It's still fun.
So, but Tracy and them, they do a great job. That's the second match I've went to, and I've had fun watching them, and it's a lot of entertainment and stuff, and hopefully we'll have them back again next year. So you watched it. I know you didn't know really any of them. I know them from my other end, but you could tell which ones were the good guys and the bad guys.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Now I did know as far as who actually wrestled. I remember George South, and I do remember him. and and Arn Anderson's son was there, and it looks just like Arn Anderson.
Brock, and his cousin CW, and they formed.
And he wrestles just like his daddy.
Well, he looks just like him, you know. But I was told Arn used to be their manager for a little bit. But then you have like Brad Attitude, that's
been on. He come out in orange and blue glitter outfit. I thought that was so awesome. Everything about him was orange and blue. And
him and Billy Bryce, they took it to the stands, and that was the most exciting part of the whole evening, seeing them up in the stands.
Oh yeah, that was
intermingling with the fans, and the fans were right in the action and stuff. But but got to see.
There were some kids.
Yeah, that little girl.
Yeah, that little girl. She was hitting.
And a little kid, a younger kid, it was like a 3 or 4 year old, but
yeah, they was hitting them in the stomach and all that, just in with the action, and just seeing what I enjoyed was seeing the kids, the younger kids, and some of the high school kids that were like sitting front row and seeing their reactions to everything. That was just, that made the whole, I don't know, it just made the whole, what we went there to see, it was great.
It's stuff like they got to go around and meet them, get autographs and pictures made, and stuff like that's gonna, those moments are gonna be with those kids priceless, forever. Priceless, you know, moments. And some kids were there, probably that's the first wrestling match they've ever seen, and they'll grow up wrestling fans like we were. Like, you know, our Saturdays and
Oh yeah.
Sundays we stayed watching
Oh, it was
wrestling. And
nothing
but
like getting
Mo,
up on
who's
Saturday.
your favorite wrestler of all time?
Yeah. What you
Oh,
going to do when you get these pythons around you?
oh, Hulk Hogan.
Hulk
Yeah,
Hogan.
but he turned heel. He turned bad.
Yeah.
He went from Hulk to Hollywood. But mine's always been Sting. I've always loved
I
Sting,
like Sting.
and even when he first started with the blonde beach type boy down to the Scorpion, the Crow,
Mm-hmm.
outlet with the black and white, the white face paint and stuff. I always
Hey, you
thought him.
remember that when we were down at when Starmount played in the state championship and we got to meet Ric Flair? You remember that?
So, little
That was an
background.
awesome story.
Volleyball, Starmount made it to the state championship, and the 4A was playing before us, and Providence out of Charlotte was playing J.H. Rose out of Greenville. And there was a certain young lady playing for Providence named Ashley Fleer, better known now as Charlotte Flair. So Daddy was in the building, Rick. So Rick had a couple of policemen that were sitting right near him in Reynolds Stadium at NC State. But I saw him get up to go outside, and I'm like, here's my chance. So me and Tia Weatherman would go out in the concourse, and we see him, and I'm like, hey, Rick, and I was like, can I have a picture? And he's like, sure, and I'm like, oh my gosh, Ric Flair. Well, these students from J.H. Rose, they must have saw him leave, and they ran out the hallway. So I'm standing and have my picture made with Ric Flair with a bunch of guys from J.H. Rose High School. One of them even had a replica of a championship belt. So sitting there, I thought it was
And
cool
they jump in. So Dina's in the picture with all these
with a bunch of
kids.
strangers,
Yeah.
and I just thought, well, I mean, I thought it was something, And this is when he was still,
He was still wrestling then.
still pretty popular. Well, he's always popular, but still involved in wrestling. And I thought, Lord, now, Ashley is Charlotte.
Mm-hmm.
She's she's pretty much the queen
Oh
in
yeah.
wrestling and
Yeah.
everything. So that was a funny moment
That
in
was
our
a
wrestling
highlight.
career.
We enjoyed that. I even got my picture made with him too.
I just to love wrestling like we have. We've never that like that was that your first one you went to?
That was yeah.
That's my
That's the
second one.
first one I ever went to.
And
No,
of
no, no,
course
no,
we
no. I actually went. I actually went back in 2000 and after I had started Lowe's. Me and a friend of mine, we went to Greensboro and watched wrestling. And we were sitting on the floor, and that's back when Gold Dust. Gold Dust. I think that's Dusty Rose's boy.
yeah,
He was Gold Dust. Randy Orton, Sting was there. Oh my gosh, we had a really good time. Actually I did go to a Raw Monday Night Raw, whatever you want to call it. It was in Greensboro. I did go to that.
but
So
we were like we watched wrestling like we
oh
watched
gosh,
WCW and
but
WWF
Saturday nothing beats
on the
Saturday
same
morning
night. When I
wrestling.
worked at Unify, sometimes I would go into work mad as bull if somebody lost, or and stuff like that. But something that I can't believe mom and daddy would let me do. But I was a big Stone Cold Steve Austin fan, and I bought me an Austin 316 shirt. And I never thought mama would let me get one of those, but I did, and I loved it. I wore it just about
She did.
every fourth day, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got me a NWO Wolfpack baby, the red and black,
Hey,
because I didn't like
hey.
I didn't like the black and
I
white
think it's on this
NWO.
shirt
I like
somewhere.
the Wolfpack because that was what Sting was.
NWO.
But yeah, just seeing that brought back a lot of memories and stuff. And then, who knows, we may see some future stars. I know there's been a lot of positive buzz about Izzy Moreno, who she was she came in from, I think she flew in from
She was
Indianapolis, was
great.
there,
I really enjoyed her
and she's
performance
she's
and
going to be an up
match.
and coming wrestler. And then the AML champion JAC, better known as Jesse Alexander Carter from Moxville.
His
He's the
mom.
AML champion. His mom is a graduate of Starmount and got to see her yesterday. And Jesse's got, he's got a lot. Well, I better call him JAC. Jesse's the nice version that I met before the matches, but JAC, he's got a lot of talent, and hopefully we'll get to see him up at the next level.
Yeah.
So,
WWE.
but I want to thank everybody that came out to that. I think everybody enjoyed it.
We had
You know,
well, not we, but you guys had a really good showing. We enjoyed it and all. I know I did. It was, like I said, it was fun watching all the kids and seeing them. They were like dressed up in their wrestling attire and
yeah,
carrying their little
yeah.
figurines
It's just
around, and
it's just fun to watch.
oh yeah,
So
so it was
I
good.
remember when we were young like that, we even had our own little wrestling matches.
We sure did.
Magnum TA gonna put you down.
Yeah, that's right.
I
I was Magnum TA.
You was Nikita Koloff.
Oh yeah, I was Nikita Koloff.
I was
She was
Magnum
Magnum
TA.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
but we've enjoyed doing all this stuff and everything. And tell the folks how they can follow us.
Well, you can go on YouTube and click. What I do now? What I do?
This is a YouTube video.
Uh,
It is a YouTube video.
well, I'm just. I was kind of like
Just cut that off.
I was like
cut that off where I said that.
That's what it's
I'm like, I got to see my
couldn't help
reaction
it.
because
I
I'm like,
kinda-
all of
it
a sudden
just-
you start dying of laughing, and I'm like,
major leagues is all. That's what I thought was going to come out of her
you
mouth.
didn't say nothing about your New England Patriots.
I know my Patriots hat.
Oh, I should have worn
It's my trucker hat.
Oh,
I bought this trucker hat. I love it. I'll make sure I wear it next time when I work for Ronnie and Gina. Man, in the Fried Eddie, I wear my trucker hat.
JAC cheated now. I just want y'all to know that.
But you were the one up there hollering and screaming at him.
It's okay. I saw him.
I was actually pouring for him now.
They
Oh, and the only thing about one of the ending is I think the ending, the last match ended kind of weird because
I'm trying to figure out why in the world was that guy chained,
because he interfered last month in their match. Them two, Real Shitty Bruiser and JAC, have wrestled the last 2 months.
Okay.
But last month, that guy Zuka King interfered in the match.
See, I didn't know.
So they made special stipulations that Clara, who is JAC's wife, was barred from the ring, and he was handcuffed to the ring. If Beer City Bruiser won, he got 5 minutes with him, but JAC used a chair and it disqualified him.
Gotcha.
So Beer City Bruiser won by DQ, but he still got to attack Zuka.
Yeah, I see
but anyway, it was a kind of a weird ending and everything, but it
was good though. It was good. We all had a good time. Good showing.
Yeah. So you'll never know where we'll show up. We may show up anywhere.
We could be near you.
So
we could be
be
pulling up in your driveway.
I hope not.
You never know.
Might get a shotgun up our, you know what.
Yeah.
You just don't be pulling up on people's yard, Melissa.
Well,
You
you
know,
know, we are out in the country.
Not
We live
out.
out in the country.
Yeah, that's even worse. You know, I don't want a shotgun in between my eyes or something. So,
Hey, it's just a thought, but yeah, you'll never know where you'll see us.
so
But stay tuned for more Mo
Tina and
show.
Four Horsemen. That's what I felt like the other day hanging
Four
out with
Horsemen.
Tully and Baby Doll. I could hear the music coming out. Ric Flair coming out.
Woo!
Arn Anderson, J.J. Dillon,
Oh my
and the
gosh.
rest of the crew, the Four
Good stuff.
Horsemen.
So yeah. So until then, see ya.
Ciao.